Hello everyone, welcome back. Good to have you here, Paul Tranny, with the one and only The Life of Aivax, otherwise known as Vanessa.
Vanessa, yeah.
There we go.
I have a name.
You do? Is it okay if we just call you Vanessa?
Yes,
that's okay.
of course.
Okay. But that's a very important, I'm glad we brought that up, by the way. Keep that in mind when we mention Instagram, because really I look at Instagram as being kind of like your portfolio. So The Life of Aivax, if you want to check out her work, day 2, we have you today, which is awesome, and super excited. How are you feeling?
I feel really good. I'm ready.
Good. I know you're like, yesterday was your first time live streaming, and you were probably like a little nervous.
I was so nervous, but I'm good today.
Who joined us yesterday, by the way? Just like if we have return visitors, if maybe you saw Vanessa yesterday, but want to welcome you and hear from you. And if you're new, we would love to hear from you in chat, just so we could say your name. Diego and Beak, is that how I say that? Heidi's in the house. Jason Rose. Christina. Awesome. Special hi to Vanessa.
Hi.
Nemanja.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're good. Cecilia, did Vanessa seem nervous yesterday? That's what I want to know. I don't think so. Anna Brackett's back. Anna, I just clicked on your name earlier. You're from Vail? Colorado? She's from Colorado.
Oh, okay.
So let me know specifically, want to know where, your exact address, by the way. I need your exact, just kidding. Let us know where you're from as well. We always want to wish you a warm welcome. Dana from India. Not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but Aspen. Hi. That's what I was trying to do. Aspen, Colorado. Awesome, Anna.
All right.
I live in Colorado, by the way. I'm from Denver. I'm like right down the mountain from you. In a big way. So if you didn't see her yesterday, I think you worked on something pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff today.
Do some more of it.
Yeah.
And it's cool. So again, I already showed your Instagram. Kind of follow her, check out her work. I think you're gonna be making one of those things that might be out there. We're not gonna let you know which one just yet.
Yeah, not yet.
So welcome Jenny from New York. Good to have you here. Tanya from South Africa. Oh, wow. Munir's in Istanbul. Gotta love Istanbul.
Wow.
So good. Bosnia. So many places you want to.
I know.
Like, I want to go to these places.
That's amazing. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
We're going to take a visual journey today.
Okay.
This is what we will be doing. And then also to remind you that we also have the challenge going on today. And just you know as well, right over here in the challenge tab, superheroes.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So just go chat and then down. Just Photoshop yourself or any subject into a superhero. Submit through that form. We will review those. You have about 90 minutes. This is the last time today that you have to get in your designs or your comps. And then we will pick a winner tonight and give them Creative Cloud tomorrow.
Cool, that's awesome.
Yeah, super fun.
Superheroes.
Into it.
Yeah.
I want to see what's happening here because this is very superhero-ish.
Yeah.
Tell us about this.
Okay, so yesterday kind of just started getting everything ready, but I know we left off on like the hair and like the shadows and stuff like that, and then I was kind of like leaving the portal for the last, but I kind of just wanted to show you guys the end result of the hair.
Very cool. And
I went back and I worked on it.
Okay, so this is what I think happened. Like, you were really rushed because you tried to do it all live.
Yeah,
and it's one of those things that probably bothered you.
Yeah, it takes, because a lot of these details take so long. I mean, these photos take like no less than 15 to 18 hours plus. And so I'm like, how can I condense that? You know, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of the end result of what it looks like once it's all done, because yesterday I didn't get to do that.
Yeah. So. And if you are just joining us for the first time, what is she doing? Like, what's going on in this
okay, so she's
scene,
Doctor Strange, or Mrs. Strange from like the Marvel kind of character, and she actually has a portal coming out of her that we're gonna show in a little bit.
I think we actually picked this theme based on you designing this.
Oh, no way.
I think that's actually what we did. I get some clarity here. I can, but...
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why we did it, because we try to match it up with a guest.
Cool, yeah. I mean, superhero stuff is always so much fun. Yeah,
It's a good time.
Yeah. So, yeah, so let me show you what I did with her hair. Okay, there we go, sorry. All right, so hair right here. So this is what it looked like before when I first brought her in. So I don't know if you guys could see that, but
yeah,
really kind of not good.
Yeah.
So then I went in there and I darkened a little bit of the white spots, added some highlights so you could see the
highlights add so much to
Yeah.
it. Like it just added like volume
Yeah.
to that area.
Definitely. And then I hand drew the hair strands, so I think just all together looks really
Looks really good. I mean, again, just like more, it looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like, good eye. You're also kind of completed it on the right side there,
Yeah,
too.
like
behind
the
her
little
hat.
corner right here.
Yeah, that's like important. So
Yeah.
it's not this mass of hair over here. Like, it has nice balance. And
Yeah.
again, you have the replays. You can go check out the replay tab if you wanted to see tomorrow how you got up to this point. But if you could just kind of toggle on and off some of the other layers. So
Yeah, of course. Okay, so I pieced her together. We did her legs separately just because I liked the positioning of these this bottom half better. And so did some, where is it at? Let's see. Did some shading on her too. I'm a little lost. Okay, so I did some highlights right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah. Highlights on the hat.
Yeah,
on the back
so
of the hand.
I chose blue for the top because that's like the color of the sky, but I am gonna create some yellow highlights on her body once I bring in the portal. And then I also did some shading on her too. So yeah, so that's kind of what we worked on. Added the sky and the ground, and I'm ready to get started on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
get started on it.
Yeah,
What are you going to do? What's the next
portal.
step? The portal.
On the
Okay,
portal,
so
yeah.
she's shooting a portal out of her hand or
Yeah,
something?
exactly.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
I want to be able to
like
do that.
Doctor Strange kind of style, you know. I'm just gonna I'm gonna fix the ground real quick just because it's at a wrong angle. The perspective is off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and distort it just real quick. Take me a second. Okay, so looks a lot better, the perspective. Bringing it down that way,
Yeah.
twisting it a little bit just makes it look a lot better. So, all right, so we're good to go. And
Yeah.
all right.
Looks
So
great.
the portal is actually really, and it's really easy. The story behind it is I thought about this concept literally like around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I knew that it had to be live by 11:30 the next day. And so that gave me like a really short window to shoot it, to edit it. And so I had to really think on my feet and say like, how can if I sit there and draw the portal by hand, it's gonna take me hours and hours and hours, and this
Yeah.
won't get live. So I kind of problem solved, and I thought about sparklers.
Okay.
So I went and I grabbed, I'll show you right here, this 2019, and all I did was grab
Very cool.
the circle
Perfect.
and
Oh, you did just pro tip there, by the way. Can we just talk about like what
Oh,
you
yeah.
did, like even down there, because you created that mask.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you did that kind of quick.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So hopefully everybody gets that. You made that selection,
Yeah,
and then all you had to do is click that button down there.
Yeah,
you
the
didn't have to
little-
hold down Shift or anything.
Yeah, no, I just, the little, I don't know what it's
Okay.
called, a little camera, little symbol.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a mask.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like you're covering up, and then there's an
Oh,
open
okay.
circle in the center.
Yeah, okay.
So, anyways,
yeah, so.
you got your layer mask.
Yep.
Drag it over. Boom.
Yep. Oh, now I have to. But yeah.
Easy
So,
enough. Good.
yeah.
Good find though, by the way.
Yeah, it was like a really quick shortcut, and I was like, hey, I got the photo done in time, so whatever works. Sometimes as an artist, you have to kind of problem solve, and if you need shortcuts and stuff like that, hey, make it work.
Yes.
So, all right.
Making it a smart object.
Yes.
So you can kind of. Why would you do that? Just to.
Just because if you don't, it might, the quality of it might get distorted,
Yeah.
pixels and stuff like that. So I just always work
Especially
with smart
since
objects.
I don't know if it's going to be in a circle, but especially if you're putting it in perspective and you need to readjust it.
Oh, yeah.
You lose a lot of pixels if you
Yeah.
want to put that in perspective.
The minute you start distorting it, things could get really crazy. So.
Yeah.
All right, so all I'm gonna do is use blending modes and screen it. And so we already have a pretty good start.
Everybody see that? So again, you don't have
Yeah.
to cut out the black. You literally just change the layer blend mode to screen.
Exactly.
And that's probably the best one. I know you could toggle through others. Can you actually kind of?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Because this is actually a new feature.
Yeah.
The fact
No,
that
I
you
know.
can
I
roll over
love
that.
it. Before, you used to have to like click on each one, but now you could just scroll through them, and so you could see the one like.
Actually, let's see. We have lighten. That's
That one's
kinda
really cool. I just didn't like how orange it was.
Okay.
So I went with this one.
Yeah.
I just liked the color.
It kind of fits in the scene better.
So there's all these different ones that you could play with, but yeah, I went with screen.
Into it.
And then now all you're gonna do is pretty much.
And did you do a Command T?
Yeah, Command T for a shortcut.
But how do you? Okay.
Oh, you mean to distort it?
Yeah, that's what. Like,
oh,
how
okay.
did
I'm
you,
sorry.
How did you
Yeah.
get to the distorting
So
part?
all you do is hold down Command,
Uh-huh.
and then you get to play with the different.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you did Command T, and then if you hold down the Command key,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Control on PC, you can distort. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
learning
it
things.
just. I think that kind of also was new too when they changed when they updated it to this new thing like where you don't have to hold down Shift
Okay.
to.
They changed this.
Yeah, I
maybe
mean,
around-
I don't know. That's what I noticed because
Yeah.
this is kind of new to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah, it's always hard to figure out like when did this
Yeah,
get introduced and how have
exactly.
I like overlooked it? Because that happens to me.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, it looks pretty good already. I'm just trying to get it to that
So cool.
angle, just because you have like this perspective of her shooting it this way.
And she's like shooting it down, and then she's
Exactly.
gonna like just maybe just like jump into it or something.
She's not gonna jump into it yet. Maybe that's
Yeah.
another photo, but
Oh, exciting! It's like a series.
but yeah. So.
Kroll says distorting the handles have been there for a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which that's cool. I didn't know. 'Cause
Yeah, I
the
didn't know
thing
that
is
either.
you have transform. So Command T is transform, but then next to it is you have Command T is free transform, but you have distort as a separate command. So you kind of don't think that you can do it within. That's what I thought. So anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
Okay, and so, now we have that, and all I'm gonna do to this is clean it up a little bit, just because I wasn't a big fan of these little, I don't know,
You
they
know,
look like...
you know, it'd be really cool for some of this, and maybe you're gonna do it. But how sparks bounce?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it for this one, but yeah, you know what, I wanted to, and I just ran out of time the first time, and
No.
I didn't get to play with that, but now that would be really cool. I just didn't like the little, they look like little spider
Because you would, even
legs.
down here, it's so close to the ground, it would actually be bouncing. And so,
Yeah,
yes, it does.
exactly.
You need to kind of.
So, okay.
Yeah, who doesn't want this superpower to, like,
yeah,
you
that'd
know,
be
Doctor
awesome.
Strange, like being able to teleport,
Yeah,
being able to make multiple versions of yourself,
I know.
like
I would teleport all over the
distorting
world.
reality, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I would send one version of me to work while I teleport to the
Bora Bora.
Seychelles. Yeah, it's Bora Bora somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, so the portal's almost done. I'm just gonna get started on some other parts of it. I used this one to do the arms, like the twist around the arm.
Okay, so it's gonna like kind of come up and twist around?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so same kind of concept. I'm just gonna bring it over.
That's a good question. Voodoo Val's asking, how did you erase some of those sparks while you're erasing it? How did you do that?
Oh, all I did was just like another mask. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
so right
used a-
down there, just so people know again, just painting with
mask right
black,
here.
and you can always kind of bring that back. You make pretty like healthy use of layer masks,
Oh.
right?
I use it like I probably overuse it.
No,
use it
no,
for
you don't.
everything. Yeah.
No, you're good. I'm into it because this is what my files look like. This
Yeah.
like what you're doing here. I'm really comfortable like what I'm seeing.
Okay, so before I get started on the arm, actually, I forgot. I am going to do like this like swoop thing, and usually what I do when I'm gonna do something that requires a lot of like either puppet tool or just like almost like drawing with like, these kind of elements is I usually try to draw it just so I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So I could follow that as best as I can.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it's gonna look like.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's kind of gonna look like that. I'm gonna try. And, all right, so back to this. I'm going to turn this into a rasterized layer, and then I'm gonna apply the layer mask, and I'm going to do that.
I think that's good that you kind of like sketched it out, and it's helpful for us to kind of see what's in your head too. You know, looks like we have, I think Jennifer Thompson, you submitted a superhero. We got to see that earlier, so that was cool. We'll look at more, and in less than 15 minutes, we'll actually just do a not so random giveaway.
Awesome.
Since it's obviously as a timer, it's probably not that random.
Yeah.
But it is who we draw. Let's chat and win.
Okay. So
Ooh, yeah. Jennifer, you made another change to your superhero. Doesn't that always happen? You're
my God, yeah.
And God bless it. Like, thank you so much that you look at it a second time and you're like, wait, I need to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
So I just like, all I did was flip it. I duplicated the layer, flipped it, and I'm just gonna go in there and try to puppet tool it to kind of match this curvature right here.
Yeah.
And
into it. That's what I would do too. Another thing I was thinking about is, don't you have, there is 2019 all in sparkles.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, you do want something circular. So that's why this works. But it's cool that you could, that's just a good find, I guess.
Yeah. So just trying to blend it so that it kind of just looks like it's coming off from there. So, I mean, that, I'd probably refine it a lot better, but I mean, that's already a pretty good start.
Yeah, totally. And Ola Jews says, beautiful, beautiful work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I would agree. And so again, like, I think, you know, you can, this is basically for like social media.
Yeah.
Is that the idea? Okay, cool. Because again, you don't really need to worry about a lot of, like a fair amount of detail.
Yeah,
I
mean,
in general, you know what you can get away with, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, even if I usually do pay attention way too much to detail, which is why I probably take way longer than I need to, but you don't have to if you're just gonna be doing it like on Instagram.
I think it's funny how you had to basically go home and fix the hair.
You're like, I gotta fix this hair. It was bothering me. I was like, I just have to. So, okay, so now I'm gonna get started on like the little swirls, and I chose this one just because the swirls are smaller than all of like the other ones. Like this one just had way too much, so if it's wrapped around her arm, I didn't want it to be too, like this area, this wrapped around her arm would just be too much. So that's why I chose this one. And
nice. I still want to talk more about superheroes in general.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Doctor Strange is awesome.
Oh yeah, he is.
Like, I mean, my favorite, who's your favorite superhero?
You know what, right now I think my favorite one right now is Ant-Man, just because I feel like there's so much concepts that come from like the whole idea of being miniature in a big world.
Yeah.
So every time I like, you know, watch him, I'm like, concept, you know, because I love
like
miniatures.
Paul Rudd too? Do you like Paul Rudd?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. I agree, it is. It is fascinating. And then they flipped it to where, I don't want to give anything away, but he can also get large.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a whole other way. Because when I think of Ant-Man, I'm like, no, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
no, he's awesome.
Thor is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, he's cool.
Followed by Captain America. Superman's within my top 5. But also Doctor Strange, like the more I think about it.
Yeah, anything with like magical powers, like, you know, I just think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I want magical powers, so.
As Jordan asks, who's excited for Endgame? Are you excited?
Oh, yeah. I'm a little sad because I probably won't be able to see it right away, but
Why won't you be able
if I'm
to?
not, if I'm, I don't know, doesn't it come out like at a later time in other countries?
Wait, where are you gonna be?
I'm moving.
Where are you moving?
Yeah, I'm actually moving to Austria. So yeah.
Like Austria?
Yeah, we're gonna be out there for like 2 months, and we're gonna be like we like sold our house and are selling our house, and we're gonna be traveling all over Europe for a while. So
Wow.
yeah, so
You just decided that since your business is mobile, sort of thing, like you can work from anywhere.
It's been a dream of ours. So I mean, an opportunity to do this, like, you know, why not? So
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sold your house, and again, you have 3 kids.
3 kids.
Yeah, you, your husband, 3 kids. Moving to Austria. When's that happening?
In April, so like in 3 weeks.
We didn't really get to talk much last night. We all went out to
Yeah.
the bar, but you guys were at the other end, so I didn't get to chat with you
Yeah.
two. But that's fascinating.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So.
Wow. Austria.
Yeah. I just we've always wanted to go there, and we just hear that it's like a really, like, the lifestyle there just would suit us really well. So we're just gonna go check it out, and we really want to, like, the whole idea is to travel all over the world and kind of make magic everywhere we go, like these hot, like, point of interest places, you know. And so we want to go to Austria and do like a lot of kind of like musical concepts and artwork like that.
Okay.
So it's, yeah, like just an opportunity to kind of spread magic everywhere we go and see what we can do.
That's gonna produce some fantastic work, because again, on your Instagram, this is all. I feel like your Instagram is all you in, you know, outside of LA, basically, and just what you've been able to do, just sort of in your kids' bedrooms, if you will,
Yeah.
is amazing. And to have the, like, Europe as your backdrop,
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Like, it's just, there's so many beautiful places, you know, so many amazing places that you could get creative at and stuff like that. So I'm like so excited.
So I don't know if Nemanja has been to Austria. Says it's beautiful. I don't know if you've been there, but you say it's.
No, I've never been there.
And I don't know if anybody in chat has been from that. Looks like Huxell's from Georgia, the country that is. So
Awesome.
that's gonna be, and again, your work has a, you know, I mean, it's a very, you know, fantastic sort of fantasy-like look to it, and again, so I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, really excited to kind of go to all these places, like go do something at the Eiffel Tower, you know, stuff like that, you know, what can we create there? So this part, all I'm gonna be doing is kind of just morphing it, you know, to create like this kind of curvature around her. A lot of just playing with it, seeing what works, see what doesn't.
And it looks like you do a combination of the puppet tool, puppet warp, basically.
Yeah.
And just a distort of the actual shape too.
Yeah. So I noticed with this one, when I was playing with the puppet tool, like it didn't always work out just because it is a blending mode. It could get a little tricky, especially when you have some of them overlapping and like just things like that. So this ended up working out fairly well.
Graz, Austria. Cool. I assume Graz is in Austria.
But yeah, like the whole reason this even came up was because I was under the impression that movies don't come out in certain countries until like later on. So when we, we won't be here when it comes out. So we were a little sad because I was actually really excited about that one. I want to know what happens.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, trying to avoid spoilers like online before seeing it.
Oh, I know.
That's the thing. Okay, so, well, Nemanja says he did a tutorial on sparkles. Well, I'm going to check your stuff out there, mister. Oh, you do. I'm gonna highlight. We can switch to my screen real fast. Just highlight
I
one
know
of the.
him. He's awesome.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. Nemanja just kind of clicked on your Behance portfolio, and again, super cool. There you go. There's Green Lantern versus Sinestro. That's some fun.
Awesome.
Nice glows and everything. Way cool. Great work.
Yeah, awesome.
Nemanja, you are awesome. Really into this work. Where are you based? Oh, he's in Belgrade. I would love to go to Belgrade. I like those places that are, they're not in the top 5, you know, they're not the Eiffel Tower or Rome, like, you know, the places that I feel like get like overlooked.
Yeah.
So Nemanja, you have good work, man. Good stuff.
And we're almost done here. With
Welcome,
this.
Dario. No wonder you want like Doctor Strange's powers to just like teleport.
Oh yeah, I would teleport everywhere.
Like, oh, I'm gonna go. I need to go get this special hair product.
Yeah.
You can only get in a certain store. Zip.
Yep. Or I have a
Bojana.
babysitter, so I'm leaving to Bora Bora for tonight.
Yeah, you. Every time you teleport to go to the grocery store, you come back with a tan because you stopped off in Bora Bora just for a walk on the beach. Into it.
Okay, so obviously it needs to be cleaned up a lot, but I mean we're already getting there.
Yeah, you can.
You know, you can already start to see the swirls.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I agree. This is the birdhouse that somebody mentions. Nemanja's birdhouse.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Look at that. There we go.
Yeah,
How's
awesome.
that for a hairdo?
I know.
Which is tough to do. Like
With the hair.
you were kind of, I assume, well, you were drawing your own hair. Like how much of this is drawn and like.
It probably is a lot drawn. Yeah, I can't.
So.
Anything with hair is like tricky. I mean, you have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the details of the hair.
Yeah, it is. Yes. We're getting down to the wire for chat and win. Let's move this over.
Actually, you know what? I just do this.
You do like I do, by the way. You had that layer selected, you dragged that down to the new layer icon, right?
Uh-huh.
To duplicate.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I do. I don't do Command J will duplicate a layer, but I have not gotten into that habit.
I know, like shortcut keys are tricky. You have to really just make it a habit.
Yeah. Yep. And like, since I do a lot of tutorials,
Mm-hmm.
you know, tutorials aren't that great if the person's constantly using shortcut keys.
Yeah,
I think it's just hard.
true.
It's hard to change people's habits or ways of doing things for sure.
Yeah.
But of course with.
So I'm gonna. Oh, are we doing the chat?
No.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we have 36 seconds.
okay.
What were we gonna say?
So I'm gonna go ahead and like stop right there, but you could pretty much see the idea of it. It's rolling around her.
Nice. Yeah.
I would probably.
Totally.
I mean, I would probably just refine it a lot more, but probably even do one like back here, like this.
And maybe we'll open. I don't know. Do you have the final?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Yeah,
guys.
we'll kind of switch gears. It's perfect
Yeah.
timing, by the way, because
Yeah.
we're gonna dive into chat and win, where you just need to say something in chat. We've been doing superheroes all day, so I say we continue with that. Let us know your favorite superhero
Oh yeah.
as we dive into chat and win right now.
Yes. Woo.
Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into chat and win right now. What are we doing?
Chat and win. Sorry.
I need you to talk more.
before you
say your
chat, right?
say your favorite superhero, and we will pick somebody at random, and we'll give them 100 stickers.
So we got like Catwoman, Iron Man,
Thor, yeah.
Wonder Woman, woohoo!
Thor's awesome. Come on, he's a god. What are you gonna do? Like you with your, oh, it's genetically modified, blah, 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 whatever. No, the guy's a god. Deal with that.
A lot of Batmans.
Yeah, Batman's he's a pretty, like, complex character. So totally in it. We're gonna pick somebody at random, and we'll give you 100 stickers, so you can print out all those. It's just fun to think of superheroes, and I like.
Oh, Big Hero 6. That's a good one.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Here's our superhero of the hour, Cecilia.
Congrats.
Cecilia Champagne. Congratulations. I don't know what you said, Cecilia, for your superhero, but apparently your superpower is winning giveaways. Because you just won 100 stickers to print up as many of your specific logos. Superhero logo, put them on stickers. But by the way, you could get 10 stickers for $1 using the code above us as well. So this is all through Sticker Mule. They're fantastic. I haven't printed up anything. I'm kind of like a purist with some things. Like, as you can see, I do one big sticker. It's like all or nothing. But I kind of, yeah.
Cool.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna like finish it. It's pretty much done already. All I'm gonna do is bring this in. This is me and my kids in Ireland. And all I did was throw this image onto the portal. Because
that's why I was wondering. I'm like, wow, where's this coming from? Okay, got it.
Teleporting to. And I'm just gonna turn it into a smart object again and just size it down.
Oh.
There we are. So yeah, I didn't want to just pick like a random place. I thought like it'd be cool, like she's almost traveling back in time to this moment where, you know, we used to be at.
Yeah,
so,
really cool.
Yeah, so there we are.
Are your kids excited about the move, or you just don't know what to expect?
They have no idea I mean, the boys don't know what's going on. They're too young, but my daughter's pretty excited, you know.
How old is she?
She's 7.
Okay.
So she knows what's going on, and so she's pretty excited too.
Yeah.
It's a little nerve-wracking though, because you know we are saying goodbye to everything.
Yeah.
We've lived there for all our lives.
And how old are the boys?
2 and 3.
Okay, so it's not like that. This is actually a good time, and I know they're awfully young, but
yeah,
it's tough when you know, like, are making your first friends and everybody, like, then you have to move. But you know, you're just going over there for a bit. Like,
yeah. No, we have no idea when we're gonna come back, but we don't want to put a timer on it. We're just gonna kind of see what happens. So I just threw it on there, made it bright a little bit, erased or masked around it. And then all I'm gonna do for the bottom, just so that you have that reflection on the ground, is make a new layer, and I'm gonna put that on top of the road, and I'm gonna use overlay. I'm gonna go ahead and select some of this color, maybe a little bit more yellow, like something like that. And then I'm gonna go in there with like a 10 soft brush, and then start to kind of paint, paint on the highlight glow and
into it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, somebody did. Yeah. So Cecilia, who won today, she's actually Domino from Deadpool. Did you see Deadpool 2?
Yeah.
So she was the girl that was lucky, and they're like, luck isn't a superpower. She's like, yes, it is. Remember, he's like, no, it's not. Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
Wasn't she amazing in it? Wasn't Domino awesome?
Yeah.
Right? Sorry for that. She was absolutely amazing.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I also added in.
Ooh. Yes.
Oh,
I wanted to kind of. This looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna show something, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Like,
sure?
So go back to the layer that has the glow on the street.
This one? Okay.
Like, push that to the extreme. So paint really, even like really
like
dark right there. Yeah, go 100%. I think it dropped it down to 0.
Oh no, what happened?
There we go. So. Like, make it really strong.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm just gonna. I think this should work. So this is good. You
time that nothing happened.
perfect.
I'll tell you when you're on.
So no reference to. Yeah. Yeah, you can.
You're back on.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And I think we are back. Yeah, we got snacks. So, I'm so thankful Huxel can breathe again. It's like, whoa, I can finally breathe. So, thanks so much. And again, check this out. It's coming along nicely, by the way. You're really complete. So this is the thing. I didn't think you were gonna like complete it all, but look at these highlights here.
Yeah, I mean, it's really quick. Can you see us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I can't see me,
Yeah.
so I'm like, no, I really wanted to finish it. I mean, it's obviously really rough and it looks a little different from the first, like the original. But I mean, I just wanted to show.
Good.
So yeah, all I did was, you know, add in some more glow around the portal, and
on her body.
yeah, and on her body, which
Yeah,
is,
if you can kind of show us some of those.
So just went in there real quick, and
I mean, huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like really.
So just real quick, I mean, I also have like the sparkles that I added on, but I mean, I want to move on, so I'm just gonna show you guys the original photo.
Yeah.
Which is the final, just right there. So I mean, it looks a little different, but hey.
No, I'm into it.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, I got the glow there on her, the hair, the twist. I mean, my little circles came out way different, but
Yeah,
it's
no,
really
I
tricky
totally see
trying
it.
to puppet tool it, you know, a certain way without distorting it too much and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it just takes so much time. So I just wanted to show you guys how I did it. It's really
But
easy.
it
Anyone
totally
can do it.
works.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? So I do see Heidi Morrow. So why brighten the color on the road?
Well,
you kind of.
yeah, you have to. I mean, if you have like a light a bit, which this would, if this was real life, this would be really, really bright. And so you need to cast that onto the, whatever it's reflecting on. It's just like a reflection. You just have, just like a shadow, but the opposite. And you just, if you have light, it has to bounce off what it's, you know.
Exactly. And that's a good point, because like you do, like ultimately, like you're taking, you know, clues from real life.
Yeah.
So like use reference photos, because sometimes you don't know. You're like, even if you're staring at it for a bit, you're like, something's off here. Maybe there's some reference photos out there. Maybe you can ask your husband, like someone else. That's why I think it's great just to even have, you know, Behance or, you know,
yeah, for sure.
any of us to.
So in this one, you
help.
could see the sparkles that the sparklers, like little flares that I added that I didn't have on this one. So,
Yeah, can you put them side by side?
Yeah.
Just to kind of. Here, let me do you one better. Can you grab the edge? Are they both
I don't
open?
know what happened.
Oh,
like
it went
going
behind
everywhere.
it. I think
Yeah.
it's behind it. So if you move Photoshop. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So
Okay.
grab that one and
This one?
No.
Oh,
the
the
one
other
in the
one?
background. And click and drag it to the you can drag it back. But really snap it right on that line, that border. So on this edge, there we go. Boom.
Oh.
Like that. It's fancy,
Yeah.
huh? Here, another thing we do. I'm sorry.
Oh no, like this. right?
Yeah. And then
Oh my goodness. There you
get
go.
rid of those borders.
Yeah.
Or this one. Boop. And there we have it. And
Yeah.
let's do F. Oh, I guess we can't do F and see both of them. But there they are.
Yeah. So you
I don't
can
even know
access-
which. Okay, so
The right one is
Yeah.
the better one. Although I did like the
No,
way my
they're
hair
really
came out
good.
on this new one.
I
It came out
agree.
so much better when I like went in there and I looked at the original file. Like it just came out so much cleaner. But I mean, I just had more time obviously with the one on the right. But yeah, I mean, it's really easy. It needs some color corrections and stuff like that. But that's pretty much like how you do the portal.
No. That's very cool.
Yeah. So.
Good job. Great job. Great job. We're not done yet. We are not done. We have another job to do.
we do.
But that's really cool. And again, if you want to watch it up to that point, there's that replay from yesterday. Learned a lot, but really, it's like layers, layer masks, puppet tool, distorting,
And then just taking the time to actually refine it and, really putting some love into it.
Yeah, and not to mention you took those actual photos to begin with.
Yeah.
Aside from the sparkles,
And the sky, yeah.
So the flares, Thess, how did you do the flares? Where'd they come from?
The flares. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, we actually can see it right here. There it is, just to kind of point out the source file.
Yeah.
It said 2019 in sparkles, so that's all you needed. You're perfect.
Pretty much. And then the flares that I did are, if they're talking about the sparkles, it's the same kind of thing. It's these sparkles, and you literally just hit overlay and screen using blending modes, and just throw it on top, and you just play with it, change the color a little bit, and it's like so easy.
Into it, since it's on black.
Same thing you did with the portal. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cecilia, that's a good idea. If you already did hair, copy it from the other. Copy it from one to the other if you have the opportunity to.
Exactly.
I agree. The color palette. I will say that what's exciting about it is she's in a very dreary
background,
and she's opening up an exciting place. So that contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I originally was gonna do a city, but then I thought that the green just made it.
The green does. It makes it look like a different place for sure. Yeah. And if it's a nighttime, I don't know. Yeah, I like what you did.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. By the way, Alexander knows what's up because there actually there's a couple filters or procedural drawing things in Photoshop that allow you to create flames and trees.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So very specific use cases, but it's cool.
So now we're gonna be creating my plane photo. I don't know if you want me to show them or you want me to just.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll have it open.
Okay.
I
Okay,
have it open
cool.
right here. So, and again, it gives me an opportunity. Oop, if we could just switch to my screen to show off your work. The Life of Aivax, right there. This is pretty much you balancing a family with children and doing all the things.
My superpower.
That's your superpower, right?
I'm like the cat in the hat in real life, you know? I balance everyone.
It's very cool. So, again, amazing work.
Thank
And
you.
I think this is just really cool. This one right here, right?
Yep. Yep. That's it.
This is very close to home for you right now because you're about to hop on a plane in 3 weeks. And
that's what it talks about. My caption talks about how like the day that we booked it. You know, how we're like really excited, like there's no turning back, you know, one-way ticket.
Very cool.
Okay, so first step is to bring in this image of a window, and I'm just going to actually turn it into a smart object.
And you typically go with this the standard size of wait, actually what size is this?
Oh, same thing, 4 by 5, 400 by 500.
Okay, 400 by 500.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. This one has a lot going on in it, so.
Oh yeah, I think that one took, oh my god, I don't even remember. It was like probably like 20 hours. There's just so much detail in it, and then like having to change the color of things, and we don't have those assets. Like I wish I had those luggages and that post and you know, stuff like that, but we didn't have all that, so
you mean that's not how you travel?
No,
you know,
I wish.
just hanging out.
Yeah.
And you know, casually reading the paper on the wing of an airplane.
Right. So I'm just gonna selection it and then just mask it out, and I'm gonna invert it. So Command I, and it cut out the whole window in the inside. So really quickly.
Wait, you selected it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the quick
Command I.
selection. I'll do it again. So I just quick
yeah.
selection it and then mask it, but then it like, you know, I don't want that. So I just Command I, invert it.
But you know what? I think you might have, since you have this clipping on the top edge, do you need to move it in first?
No, I actually want it to be kind of off.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be centered. I'll probably move it even more actually. So,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. You do your thing.
Yeah. So.
Awesome. And by the way, I know Huxel, you're talking about your portfolio and some abstract art. By the way, tomorrow, perfect time to get involved because we're going to do portfolio reviews tomorrow. So join us tomorrow, submit your Behance portfolio. We'll pick a couple for each session and spend some quality time with it. So Huxel tomorrow for sure.
So I'm just bringing in like my other layers for the background, which is this sky and then this kind of like plain view. And I'm gonna blend these two together. First I'm gonna try to just desaturate them real quick.
Heidi looks like Heidi, you did something, maybe something similar, I don't know, with the portal image.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, portals are like, they're really cool. I've seen a few people do them and people get really creative with them.
Very cool. Oh yeah, thank you, Heidi. So Anna McNaught, which you know, right?
Oh
you know
yeah,
Anna.
yeah.
She did one of these airplane windows.
Yeah, her airplane one, yeah.
Which was really interesting. Like I feel like it's harder than you think. 'Cause you know, just it's you need to sell that you're looking out a window. So
Oh, yeah.
it can't just be clear.
No, exactly.
You know, there needs to be, I think there needs to be a hint of, you know, dust or, you know, some scratches or something to say, hey, there's a surface here that you're looking through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do add some in at the end, so you'll definitely see those.
Nice.
But that's a really good start so far. So all I did was just blend the sky and the ground. And I mean, obviously, it still needs some work, but
no, I love.
Yeah,
this is what I love
really
because I think you could get lost in the details about seaming things up. But you do this so fast, you sell it, you move on.
Yeah,
you know.
I think
And
yesterday I was like worried about the details, and now I'm like, no, let's just show it.
You continue on your way. So good, I love it. You just like after results.
Yeah. So I'm gonna convert the window into a smart object, so I don't have any issues when I turn it into. When I blur it. So I'm gonna blur it just because I want the focus to be on me. So in order, I mean, if that was real life, if you were shooting a photo, this would be blurred, you know, perspective wise. So I'm gonna probably go like around, looks pretty good.
So again, it looks like you made that smart object?
A smart object, because it had a mask, and if not, it would get all like wonky. Okay. So I just converted into a smart object and then just added the Gaussian blur. And
I wonder if we could ever see in Photoshop, is there ever a day where, you know, any filter you apply will be non-destructive? Because that's basically what you did there. It's like you want it to be non-destructive. Like maybe there will be a day where you like any filter you apply, you'll have the ability to go back and edit it. Yeah. That would be kind of cool, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that.
So you taught me something yesterday. You taught me about the whole selection subject.
Yeah.
And I was playing with it last night. I'm like, it works.
I know.
Because I usually don't like to like use shortcuts like that because sometimes it doesn't work. But this one actually worked really well with it. And so that's all I did.
It's right there.
Click it.
Yeah, throw some hard images at it and it does pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really into it.
Just gonna go ahead and drag my wing over.
So, Amir, I think you're right. Smart objects are the best thing to ever to happen to Photoshop. But what I'm thinking is like, could we have, will Photoshop eventually like everything by default is non-destructive? So even though if you scale something up or down, we're secretly storing those pixels and we bring them back. The issue with that is file size, right? So I would just like, I think that's a good idea. She agrees. The select subject is kind of, you know, we introduce features that are cool. Maybe you don't use them very much. No, select subject. Most things dealing with selection, yeah, that stuff gets used. Except for I say, so what is it called? I'll point out something I've like never really used. The single row marquee tool and the single column. So you're selecting a one pixel line.
Oh, okay.
I don't use those hardly at all.
Yeah.
But there will come a day where I just like, could you imagine just trying to select one single pixel row? Would be really hard to do, don't you think?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to change the color of the wing. I always try to keep my colors consistent, and then just if I'm using complementary colors or just like a pop of color, but I don't really like this color. I'm gonna go with blue. So I'm gonna look for something like right there. And I already like that blue a lot better, and it obviously does it to the bottom too. I'd probably just go in there and it like completely turned it green.
Yeah.
But I might be able to fix that. So let's see, with curves, instead of having to like mask. Yeah.
Samantha prefers blue as well. Hi, Samantha.
Hi.
Do you mind if we call you Sam? It's good to see you, Samantha. Or Sam. She has a magic checkbox next to her name. So.
Okay, I'll probably just mask it like this, but...
Yeah, I would do the same thing that you would do, is like try a quick little. If this quick little thing doesn't work, then
Yeah,
okay, you're gonna have
just-
to make a mask and do things like
Yeah.
that. So, right now it's looking a little red, but you're not done
Yeah.
shifting it, right?
No,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Samantha prefers Sam, or likes Sam. That's good.
Sam.
Do you have any nicknames?
My family calls me by my middle name,
What is it?
Monique.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Monique.
Yeah.
Monique. This is
Yeah.
fascinating because so my family calls me by my middle name too. They call me Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. How did that happen though?
Like the whole
for you.
Monique.
Like,
I
why
mean,
did-
just ever since I was little, that was my name.
Yeah,
I have
same
no
here.
idea
Like they were
why.
like, when I was a baby, calling a baby Paul was just like way too formal for this little thing. So they
Yeah.
started calling me Ryan, and then it just stuck.
Yeah.
Um,
That's funny.
and they even did at school. They called me Ryan until another Ryan showed up in my class, and they said,
that's
"Oh, now we're just going to call you Paul." And I've been Paul ever since.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
that's when it gets all confusing when you have to share your name with
Oh, so
someone.
this is what they do. They call me Paul Ryan now.
Oh, no.
So like my aunts and stuff like that, my kind of extended family, just to eliminate confusion, they just call me Paul Ryan. So I'm all messed in the head.
That's right.
Wait, Voodoo Val. Val, what does your family call you? What's your middle name, Val? Curious. Ooh, that's a good question, Ethan. Good point concerning reflections, because I think for the last image there wasn't any real reflections.
This
So
one
it's-
has reflections.
This is gonna be
and
interesting how you do
I'm
this.
gonna show those. It's like kind of green, but I mean, you just go in there and mask it out.
Yeah,
but
and
I'm-
and for some of this, it might get covered up too.
Yeah.
Because again, you just
Yeah.
need to drop the people in there.
yeah. And then you still have like the overlay that I'm gonna throw on there and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave it alone for now. But okay, so now I'm going to start on Adeline. And I'll show you the raw image, but it's kind of like what I did yesterday with her. I had to cut her and piece her together. And so I'm gonna show you what her raw images kind of look like. And
Yeah, show us.
these are, actually I don't want to show you her back.
Jesus, do you have a... People call him by his middle name's nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Simplify it for us, Jesus. Let us know what your family calls you. Voodoo Val, everybody calls her Lee in her family.
Okay.
But Monique, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that means if somebody's calling you Monique, they're close to you.
Yeah, they're-
like that's
yeah.
a special
Exactly.
little moniker for you.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is the picture?
That's the raw. Yeah.
There's your husband?
Yeah.
I love it.
Helping her with her hair, and that's me with we actually did it on the phone, like where you know the timer.
Oh, you
whatnot.
did?
Yeah, because like
Oh.
I couldn't do like the dress, and yeah, it was just I couldn't.
Into it.
Yeah, so it gets pretty crazy. So.
You are a true testament to like, you know what, it doesn't need to be a big drawn out production. Like I'm
No.
literally using my phone,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna hold her hair, I'm gonna hold her arm, or whatever.
You don't need like a fancy studio.
Oh,
like,
you're
this
holding
is
up
our-
her, you're making it so her skirt's like
Yeah,
glowing.
so, and then he's holding her hair so it wouldn't get in the way of her like neck and stuff like that, because I knew that I was gonna go ahead and add in separate hair. So yeah, so nothing fancy, but I mean it's just like this really nothing fancy in the background or anything like that. But yeah, so that's the photo, and I already have her cut out right here, so I'm gonna bring her
cool.
in.
Perfect.
And she is here, so oops. Okay, so this is her all cut out, and I'll show you. I ended up doing her hair too, but same thing. The only difference that I did with her that I didn't do yesterday is I used a stock image of hair. So
Okay.
I'll show you that too. It's funny. I
Yeah.
take these girls' hairs and I apply them to Addie. So.
This is fun. This is awesome.
So I took this hair.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
I, same thing, I used channels to cut it out. And I brought it over here, and this is what it looks like. So if I were to move her hair, it's right here. So
there we go.
Hair.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy. And just added some adjustment layers to it, and then I went in there and drew it on. So you could see that kind of.
That's cool.
The hair.
And again, you spent time on that yesterday. So in terms of cutting out and dealing with hair, like that's all. Watch that replay. Not now, later. Marcella is a big fan of yours.
Hi.
Lots
thank you.
of love from your longtime fan. Love seeing your work and behind the magic.
My sister is tuning in. Said hi. She said
Where's
she named me
Where's
Monique. Peggy. She said I named you Monique.
Really?
Hi, Peggy.
Monique. Peggy. Where are you at in the lineup, like birth order wise? Like,
I am the baby by 12 years.
Wow, that's That's
Yeah.
a serious baby. This is good stuff. And Jesus's family call him Freddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what they call him, is Freddy. That's
funny,
that's awesome. Huxell is actually, his name is Giorgio. It's probably what I should say. People call him Gio.
So I'm just gonna throw on some quick adjustment layers to her, and I like kind of like that faded look, and I've noticed that with levels you kind of can achieve that instead of using brightness. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of giving her this soft kind of look. And
so you have brightness and contrast levels.
So I used this one I brightened her up just a tad and then lowered the contrast, went to levels and brought the middle one down to the left a little bit just to make her softer so you could see the difference. It just makes her softer. And then I'm bringing down the saturation. Now what I'm gonna do is change the color of her skirt.
Peggy, your sister says you've always been the most talented and creative of the family.
Oh, thank you.
Peggy, you were so sweet. And I want to adopt you as my sister too, please. She's so nice.
Yeah, she's sweet. She's helping me watch the kids right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
God bless you. So nice.
So
as you precariously push her toward the edge of the wing of a plane. Like, what is this, therapy? What's happening here? It's all therapy.
She has magical powers though. She could fly.
She does.
She's good.
Yeah.
So all I did was play with the hue and saturation to change the color of the skirt. And I'm gonna go ahead and just mask this out so she doesn't look like, like an alien. We don't want green skin, so get rid of that. And the reason why I did this was, like I said, I didn't like the way the red looked, so I wanted, when I bring me in, you'll see that I'm wearing an orange shirt, and so I wanted her to kind of complement that. So that's why I chose orange.
And it does give it more of a, like, nostalgic look.
Yeah,
for
like
some reason.
vintage almost.
Vintage,
Yeah.
This is a vintage
Yeah.
look. Thank you. No, actually, no, this is a good question. Voodoo Val, where does that line come from? What movie does "There's something on the wing of the plane"? Where does that come from? I want to know what Val's referencing. I think I know, but I don't want to give it away.
I also, as you can see, like her shoes kind of like blend in way too much. So, and we didn't have blue shoes for her, so we literally just, that's too bright.
Yeah, you're on a new layer.
New layer. Yeah, new layer, and I'm on the blending mode hard light. Because I do want it to look blue, and I'll show you right now, like using multiply and stuff like that made the shoe look too almost like black instead of blue, and I didn't want it to be, I wanted it to be blue, noticeably blue. So I'll just go in there very quickly.
I don't think it was Shatner, I think it was John Lithgow. But yeah, this is perfect. Although your daughter's bummed that you didn't buy her blue shoes.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, why can't you just buy me blue shoes? Like, oh, I could change that in Photoshop. Yeah. So yeah, Paco, I think you're correct, because it has to be Twilight Zone. Has to be Twilight Zone. That's where, like, there's something on the wing of the plane, and it's like a scary monster.
Oh no.
Out there, like, ripping. I don't want to give it away.
Oh my goodness.
It was Shatner. It wasn't John Lithgow. Okay, I'm wrong then. I don't want to give it away, but I'm telling you, this is Twilight Zone the movie.
All right, so just really quickly, obviously it's not super refined, but just so that I mean, sometimes with like photo shoots, we're like, oh, we don't have an outfit or a color that matches, and you could just easily change it, and you know, it helps. So I didn't have blue shoes.
Looks so
made
good.
it work.
Yeah, it's looking really good. And you know, you're working on that layer. You can always adjust that because you said you tried some other layer blend modes.
So I'll show you. So you could see that they're blue, but when I used like multiply, they turned black.
Yeah.
Overlay.
But this is what I would do. Kind of click through these, and obviously brighter. And okay. Perfect.
So that's why I chose hard light. It was just the one that worked the best. And okay, so let's move on. So now I'm gonna start working on her shadows. I actually get asked about that a lot because shadows are kind of tricky. If you don't do them right, you can really make it look fake.
Yes.
It just makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so really working on shadows.
Okay, you're right. Mark Furlong, yeah, it was from the Simpsons Halloween episode. Which is where it came from Twilight Zone. It was there first. Continue. I'm just on a rant about some of this because it's so good.
Okay, so I usually do my shadows in 2 or 3 different layers. I start off really low, like probably like an 8, to be honest.
And what you just did there, you just had 8? Did you just?
So I try to use short keys with this instead of coming up here and doing this. You just click the number on your keyboard. So like if you want 10, you could either just do 1, or you could do the 1 0 if you want 40.
And when you said 8,
so an 0 8.
Okay, thank you. Because if you just hit 8, it'll be 80%.
Yeah, so 0 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with like around an 8 and a soft brush and start to do something like that.
What color? Just kind of going with black right now?
No, I picked like a really dark gray blue. Not
slow clap.
Yeah, I don't
Love
want.
it.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Like, and that's one thing that will make it look fake, is people will just use black at lower percentage.
Yeah.
And really, it should be. See, this is what's really kind of tricky about this is there's no reference for a shadow on the wing to begin with.
Yeah, you have to kind of just play with it and see what works. Yeah.
If you are lucky, you do have like a shadow from a pole for whatever, and that's your guide for getting it right.
So I think that looks okay so far for like my wide shadow. So I'll probably just call it light shadow.
So when you're working at home, do you name your layers or no?
Yeah, no, I do, and I'm a lot more organized. I'll sit there and I'll organize them.
really?
But right now it's like a mumble jumble mess. So
No, I wasn't expecting to hear that. I just assumed that
nobody's
really seeing your files.
In the speed edit, you can kind of see them. You know,
Okay.
you can kind of see how I label my
on your YouTube.
So now I'm gonna start working on like the deeper shadows and probably still I'll probably go down to a 0.5, a 5%. I really, whenever working with shadows, I never work more than like 10%, either 2 to 5 to 8, just because you want to have more control. And if you just go hard right away, like you go too hard, so start off slowly, and I'm gonna start to
Just kind of build up. Just click, click, click.
Yeah, just like focus at like where the subject meets the ground, or whatever it is that they're creating a shadow on. Because sometimes I see people do shadows and they'll just like overdo it. It's like shadows everywhere, and
This is good because it obviously is going to be more intense closer to the subject. And then it depends from there. Like, I'm glad it's not, definitely not going to be a hard lined shadow coming off that foot or anything. There's just, yeah. And you have less than 20 minutes to get your challenge submission in. Last time for the day. And then tomorrow's all portfolio reviews. Sounds like people are kind of excited about portfolios. That's what I've been hearing. Also, this is looking great. So, okay, Nemanja, a tip for making shadows when you take your own photos is to just take another photo of the girl turned over to the camera in the same pose.
Oh yeah, that would work really good for like reflections, because that's what you do.
Oh, I see. Just duplicate that layer.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
I do that like if I'm shooting them in their room and I have their shadow behind them. I'll do that. I'll just duplicate their layer and then just, blur it and stuff like that. But I like that. It's a really cool trick.
Yeah, exactly. It does get a little bit trickier when you're talking about something like this with perspective, because the reflection isn't going to be the exact same image. It's going to be a reflection of that person at a different angle. Yeah, Garrett. If you have a Wacom brush, you'd use that as well. I'm still surprised that there's so many of us that use just a mouse. I use my mouse and then I just use my trackpad, and I use my trackpad almost for navigation.
Oh yeah.
Because I can kind of zoom in and out real easily and pan around and stuff, so it's kind of nice.
Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking already.
It's looking pretty good. Did you have that wing photo before you took a photo of your daughter?
No, I found it after.
Oh.
So, I think for a start, that's pretty. I'm pretty cool with those shadows. So yeah.
I like it too. No, it's looking really cool. It looks really good.
And now what I'm gonna do is her reflection. So I'm gonna name this Addie, and I'm gonna duplicate her layer. Actually, yeah. And I'm gonna compress it into a smart object. And all I'm gonna do is transform it vertical, like this. And kind of just distort it a little bit.
Looks like Margie Camargo.
That's my
says,
mom.
Hi from Mom and Dad.
Hi.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Good to have you here. Your daughter's doing fantastic. She's telling us all her secrets.
I know.
She's letting everything out. We are enjoying your presentation. That's what they said. They sound awesome.
Yeah.
It's a family affair.
Yeah.
You have your sister.
Yeah, they're all
Love it.
here. It's a party.
This is what's interesting about this. So, why is it at an angle like that?
I'm trying to match the wing
curve of the
reflection. So
wing.
you see the wing reflection. I use that as a point of reference. Like, I wouldn't do the reflection. I wouldn't do it.
But
This
since
way,
this is at it's like that. Do you think if you took this wing, the top part of that wing, and flipped it vertically?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you would.
But did you shift it? Did you tilt it a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But-
So I just distorted it a little bit.
Okay. I'll let you continue on your way. Saludos a Peru. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. From Peru?
Maybe. Yeah, Peru.
From Peru.
That's the extent of our Spanish here, just so you know. So the rest is, English. We are so proud of her. She gets her creativity from her mom.
Oh.
You know, she's typing that. Your mom's typing that in.
Oh, man. She's going to blow up the chat
She's
now.
Like, that's me. You know where she got it.
Yeah.
This one right here from me. That's what your mom's saying.
So what I'm doing right now is just adding a Gaussian blur to. Am I saying that right?
Gaussian. I say Gaussian.
Gaussian. Okay. I used to say like Gaussian. I don't know.
Gaussian.
It's a weird word. I'm just adding a quick blur to it just so that it looks more like a.
You know what else
reflection.
might be good with this, by the way, is so we have a little bit of a blur. Are we going to add any distortion?
You mean like when you like warp it a little bit?
Yeah, and I was thinking, warping it a little bit, but if you go to filter, it's
like
distort.
this? Like the twirl,
it's going to be it's going to be one of these. Actually, Ripple would do it.
I think I've played with Ripple before. Yeah. I don't remember if I did it with. I don't think I did it with this one.
I think it's Ripple. I really don't see anything happening yet. Are you?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Like.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Is it just making it a little?
No, it's giving it that effect. Yeah.
A little. Yeah. Little wobbly because that one kind of. You know.
It's gonna.
Either way,
it's gonna be fun. Like so faint. And then I'm just gonna lower the contrast of that a lot.
What is this? Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. I guess, and that's who mentions that. Alexander, there's a flip horizontal in the view menu. That's right. We did talk about this earlier. That's
in
right.
This one?
We did. You don't need to do that, but it's the whole. So right in here, yeah, go ahead and do that drop down. That flip horizontal will flip the whole thing, but it's just your view. So it's not actually flipping the actual image.
Oh, okay.
But so the people use that just to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there you go.
That looks really cool too.
And what that does is that doesn't flip all the pixels.
Oh.
If I'm but go back into view, it's a checkbox. So anyway, people basically use that to see if there's issues with whatever. Hello, Eduardo from Brazil. Good to have you here.
It's really cool how many people tune in from like all
Latin,
over the world. Like, wow, it's amazing.
And a lot of like South America, Latin America.
Yeah.
As of late, like Miguel here. Miguel, I wish I knew Spanish, but I don't. I'm just. Yeah.
Oh, he's asking.
What is your heritage?
I'm Hispanic, yeah. So my parents were born in Mexico.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So do you speak Spanish?
I do. I mean, I don't speak it perfect, but I mean, I could get by.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ukraine in the house, showing up. Always wanted to go to Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
Kiev. I've not been there yet. Haven't been to South Tyrol, Italy either. But my last name is Italian. There's actually a Trani, Italy. A town called Trani, Italy. It's on the east coast, kind of in the southeast across from Naples.
Cool.
Panama is here as well. Your tips have helped out, Andrea. And she says, thank you. And I like what you're doing here. You're doing this nice, again, layer mask. And then just, you know this. I don't know. How do you know this? Like, you know this probably from taking photos is what I was thinking. And just kind of studying from life. You know that that should actually fade out.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, you just observe. I mean, ever since I started doing this, I observe everything now.
Yeah,
Like, especially like
And any
real
chance you get,
photographers and
exactly. Use real world stuff. There's
Yeah.
like we like to say you can do anything in Photoshop, sure, but like use things from real life. Use actual shadows and yeah.
So I think I'll move on from
Yeah,
here.
into it.
But I mean, you could pretty much, that's pretty much how I would do a reflection. I mean, I don't know if other people do it the same way, but that's how I would do it. Just duplicate her and just really just make it look like it's a mirrored image. So
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good, Massimiliano might be pointing out, you know, the reflection of the feet, how much you'll be able to see. You're exactly right, and that's what you did. You're not, that whole perspective, there's more we can spend all day doing that, which we're not going to.
Yeah.
I assume.
So I think she probably still needs a lot of work, but I wanted to show you guys mine because it's the same kind of concept that we did with Addie, where you do the cutout and you all like the basic stuff like the hair and stuff like that. But I thought it was pretty funny because I'll show you how different I looked. So here's me.
That was you, huh?
Yeah. But I will show you what I looked like before. It's kind of scary.
Yeah. No, zoom in on that.
Don't
You're
get
like, does it
scared.
freak you out? Because like
Yeah, I'm
this
like,
is a lot of people don't like you know. When was this taken actually? How long ago?
Not that long ago, probably like a month ago. Yeah, not that long ago. Yep, so that's pretty much what I looked like. The suitcases were also, they were like super stacked, but I just chopped them in half or whatever and just used these. Threw myself on there and then just started to play with shadows and stuff like that. So I'll start bringing everything back so you could see the difference. So right now I'm going to show you the shadows on the on the suitcase and stuff like that.
You do kind of build those up, huh?
Yeah, I work in layers whenever it comes to shadows because if you try to do all your shadows in one layer, it's not going to work out. Most of the time you're going to want to, maybe you went too hard on the dark and then now you can't go back. So that's all the suitcase. Now as far as me, I have some shadows on like the foot there.
And you weren't even holding a paper.
Nope. You know, it's so hard to find a newspaper nowadays.
Oh,
like
that's
sometimes
funny.
like I couldn't find one. So I lowered the contrast, or I'm sorry, the saturation of my skirt to match kind of like Adeline's blouse. And so I did some of that. And then I have my shadows too, so you could see the difference in shadows. And then my hair, I'll zoom into that. So, okay, so my hair is right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I started to kind of just draw it like, the dark areas, and then started to just draw hair on, and I gave myself a hairdo. So.
Yeah, you did. You're like, I'm gonna make myself look good.
Yeah. And then I didn't have any pearl earrings either, so I threw a pearl earring on me too, and then a hair tie.
Oh, perfect.
So
wow, where did you get the?
It's the same one as Adeline's, and then all I did was puppet tool it to. Yeah, I think I could turn it off actually. Yeah. So
was your blouse that color?
Yeah, the
Okay.
blouse was that color. So, which is why I wanted her skirt to match my blouse. So that's pretty much how I did myself, and yeah.
I'm into it. It's really good.
I'll probably get started on the shadows of the suitcase and the reflection
Okay.
of me. So I'm gonna start doing that just in case we have some time.
Geo Huxel. Geo. I'm gonna call you Geo. People call him that. It is a lot of. It seems next level like workflow, but really you're using layer masks. It seems like your most used tool is your brush, the brush tool with like literally like pretty much default, settings, if you will.
Yeah.
Like not complex, and that's what I like about this. Is like I feel like hopefully everybody feels empowered.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have any special training in this. I kind of just learned. I mean, I'm still learning. Like every day, I'm like, what does this button do? And I think it's really cool because a lot of people get intimidated by Photoshop or they get overwhelmed. You don't need to. You don't need to know a lot to create. You could just start to learn as you go. And my brush is my best friend. So.
Oh yeah. So I hear this all started years ago when you started by painting murals of the Powerpuff Girls and SpongeBob and stuff.
Oh man.
Eunice wrote
now
this.
my other sister's on here.
Eunice?
Yes! Our family up
I love it. Your other sister.
Yeah, I mean, I've been drawing forever. My mom used to let me draw. She actually let me paint my entire room of the Cartoon Network characters. So I had like Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo all over my walls.
That is awesome.
Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah,
that is so cool.
I probably wouldn't let Adeline do that nowadays. So I'm surprised my mom let me do that to her house.
You have less than 2 minutes down to the deadline for the contest, the challenge. Just go to the challenge tab and upload or send us your superhero image. Looks like we have quite a few. Nice. Sorry, Miguel. I do not. I want to help you, but I don't. I only know I don't know any Spanish, so just English in chat typically. But I assume you're saying something really awesome about Vanessa here.
I don't know how to.
Cartoon.
I don't know how to translate that.
Let's say, please. Is it like, please go? Please come to my town and show me Photoshop. That's what I think somebody says. This is looking good. I take it you're gonna take more than 3 suitcases when you go to Europe.
Yeah, we have 5 we're taking.
What?
Yeah, 5, so. We're
That's
like.
not a lot though.
No, it's really not a lot. I'm an underpacker, but I told myself, like, we're not going to take a lot because we have kids that we got to lug around and our gear and...
Yeah, that's a lot of trips.
Yeah, so less is best.
Yeah, I agree.
So same thing that I did over there. I just worked in 3 different layers. I'm not done yet, but...
No, looks good. Looks like Izzy likes the pen tool in Photoshop.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's when it comes to cutting out. Some people like using the pen tool.
Mm-hmm.
Some people use lasso.
Mm-hmm.
I use quick selection and then I use lasso. Actually, it would be select subject, quick selection, and then I need lasso for that fine tuning. But it all depends on what it is. All right. Looks like Adobe Live is calling it for the challenge submissions. I like, hey, get them in, get them in. Wow, this is cool. This is fun.
I mean, I'll probably work on it again tonight, but
well, don't kill yourself. This is really good.
I still have to add like the reflection of the window because I don't want it to just be flat. I want to have some dimension that there is a window, So
yes.
So I'm gonna add some of that and then some specs too. So I'll probably do that. Yeah, and then I still have the pole and some other stuff.
Okay,
but-
that's what she's
yeah.
leaning up or touching? Is that,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So.
Perfect. Yeah, good suggestions, Garrett, too. I say we dive into some of these challenge
Okay.
submissions. And then I'm sure people are going to want you to save your file. If you have
I know.
a bit.
I'm gonna get yelled
Oh,
at
there we
right
go,
now.
Dream Street. Into it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, Prince Jangra, it's 3 a.m.
Oh wow.
He's watching us. But let's dive into this now, shall we?
Okay.
All right. Fantastic. Just so you know, you can go to this challenge tab, Woo box, click there, go right up here to the gallery, and we're going to check out the superheroes. Starting right down here. Camilo Pozo. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's really
She
cool.
could
It's like a
sort of-
magic orb.
Yeah, kind of probably generate those at will. Very cool, some fun. There would, if there is this like smoke or haze, there's going to be even more glow that's being reflected in this haze.
Yeah.
So just something to think about.
Yeah.
But really cool.
I mean, it's reaching her face, so yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer, we saw this one
that's really
earlier, but
cool.
looks like it's changed some. Definitely like Game of Thrones feel.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. I love the glow behind her too. Looks really
Yeah.
like powerful.
It does.
Yeah.
I think the sword is new. I
Nice.
think there were more flames earlier. But Jennifer, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Kuka Beludo.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
That's a really cool view. It's like when like a superhero lands somewhere. You
Yeah,
know, they're
exactly.
just chilling on top of a mountain.
Right. Great photos. Ryan Dorans.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's like, is it a snail that's moving super fast?
It's Turbo.
Oh, it is Turbo.
Do you know who Turbo is?
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, it's Turbo.
You know, one thing we didn't talk about today.
No.
Sorry. It's funny how you could just read my mind.
No baby shark.
Baby shark. Right, something like
Yeah.
that. Prince Jangra, it's 3 a.m. in India or Pakistan, where you're from. I'm not sure where you said, but you're like, yeah, I got these powers.
Yeah. Yeah. His glowing eyes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like this is how I'm really gonna win this race.
Yeah.
My superpowers.
Yeah, super cool. Love the stuff, yeah.
This is fun.
I like this.
Cartier gates. I like the whole thought of this, you know, her being like a fish, you know, having scales.
Yeah, the
and stuff. I
scales,
think that
yeah.
whole idea is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
I'd even like push it farther. Like use a real fish, put those scales on,
Yeah, make them
Yeah.
pop out.
make them pop out some more. This is cool, Raphael.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. I love the smoke effect.
Mm-hmm.
Very, like, dark, but it's super cool.
Totally works. Ethan Davis,
Nice.
Iron Man. Great job.
Yeah.
There's a good amount
Super
of.
cool.
I like it. I like it that he did this. He added the other photos. Let me just click
Like,
on
to,
it.
to show what he did.
Yeah. Ooh, 72 minutes. It's like, hey, it took this long. Just waiting for it to load. Oh, it's a little large. But check that out. That's pretty
Yeah, really cool. There's a lot of details. And,
cool. Mm-hmm.
really
Yeah,
cool.
we might even go back to this one. Alexander.
The glowing eyes.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
wild. And what's wild is like,
That's the bad guy.
yeah,
Like,
like
it's
I feel
"Ah."
like this third eye is like, typically that's enlightenment, but I feel like you can move things with your mind, and you're just gonna like, I'm gonna throw my enemy into the lake.
Yeah.
So, Prince Jangra is from India. Raphael Rice.
Oh, I like the electricity. super cool.
Yeah. That is cool.
It's like that move, you know.
Yeah, that's a, like a really dynamic type pose. She's like throwing some,
Yeah.
you know,
She has like
thunder.
an internal glow on her too in her core, like it's coming from within, so it's really cool.
That is pretty cool. Anu Tiga. Scary pumpkin.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Like with the lightning
Oh
kind of
yeah,
wrapping
her
around
wrapping
them.
around, yeah.
I don't that's,
Yeah. Super
that's
cool.
Yeah.
Very like Halloween vibes.
Yeah.
I love Halloween and like stuff like that. So
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, little Chihuahua.
Lorena Gonzalez.
It's like super dog.
This is fun. The fact
Yeah.
that he used a pet. That's good.
He has like electricity coming out of his eyes. He's
Mm-hmm.
super dog.
And by the way, I think Lorena probably painted this lightning on herself. Did a pretty good job.
That's impressive
That's
because
hard
that's
to-
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. That's hard.
I feel like that'd be difficult. Massimiliano. A little bit of surfing, a little surfing collage.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Yep. I like it. I like the colors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot about this super. Okay, so this one was
pretty
worked
cool.
on a little bit more. This one
Okay.
was made today, and yeah, and it's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I really like it. I love the moodiness of it.
Yeah, I
and
think that's what the color,
Yeah.
the tone overall.
Yeah. And the smoke and stuff like that. Really cool.
Yeah. All right, now there she.
Super
This is cool.
strong.
Yeah, and this is why I'm glad the watermark was left on this, because you could tell like how many photos she used to composite this.
Yeah.
Because she's doing what you're doing. It's like,
Yeah. It's hard
yeah.
when you're using so many photos and trying to make it all cohesive and
Yeah.
blend together. So
Because that's what she's doing, like
Yeah.
try to, you know, there's one lake and then she's trying a different sky and she's adding some rain, but yeah, it's cool. Let's go in the right direction. Huxell likes the Umbrella Academy series. Have you seen that?
Oh my goodness, yes. Have you?
I'm not a yeah, but
You
I'm
didn't
not
like it?
I'm still like on maybe episode 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is like they're constantly like fighting with one another. Like I could
Yeah.
do without all that drama. They
It's-
just get along. It just seems so petty.
Yeah. It took me a while. I didn't start like really getting into it till like the end. But I think what I
Okay.
liked about it was just a refreshing take like on like the music and like the humor.
Okay.
You know, it's different.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's right up my alley for something that I would like.
Mm-hmm.
So, Julian, this is cool. Look,
Oh,
he
the
has some
hands.
like power,
Oh yeah, that's
like,
really cool.
just power pulsing through his veins.
It's like subtle, like
yeah,
it's like secret. Yeah,
I like it.
really
It's
cool. Mm-hmm.
like electric.
The smoke too.
Yeah, this works on many levels. I
It's
like the colors. I like the positioning.
And it's coming out of his feet too.
Oh yeah, that's right
yeah.
down here.
So really cool.
Yeah, very into that for sure. Oh, that's me. That's me as Venom. That is funny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gary. I'm honored. I am a conflicted individual on the inside, so
Is that what you were doing yesterday?
yeah, I was fighting crime and starting crimes at the same time. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I think Venom does.
Yeah.
Not really, though.
And like
Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance, the writer of the story? Really? Huh, fantastic. But really into this, Gary. I'm going to save this one. Boop. We got a lot in. Thank you, by the way. I'm honored. Wow, look at these. We got 9, 12, 17 we went through.
Wow.
Do you refresh?
Let's do a quick refresh. Ooh, sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
It's like Ant-Man.
I love it. Haha.
Super cool.
This is
Like
this
the
has a lot of
sparks.
potential. I think this one would just be fun to work on. You know, just like because it's not fully there yet. But you could really start tying this together if you had time. It's really cool. And a bracket.
Oh, that's
Yay,
really
from
cool.
Aspen.
Super
That is
cool.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. It's like a sword, right? Or
Yeah, it's like a
super cool.
katana.
Electricity.
Sword and yeah, throw some electricity in there as well. Very cool.
Super cool.
So wow, that's like up to almost like 20 in here. Is
People
there
like superheroes.
what's that?
People like superheroes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a good subject. Do you have a favorite or anyone that I want to pull up? Or you want me to pull up? Like,
I feel like we saw all of them, so I'm like,
I like how some of these are kind of using, you know, you had these like thunderbolt, like electricity type things, and just seeing those kind of getting played out, you know, in different compositions is kind of interesting, right? You know, like with this one here. Again, you could add more glow because the thing is, like, if this is a light source, then I feel like there's, you know, it should influence the whole image. Should be more of this blue tint.
it's
you know?
reaching her face, so that means it's obviously really bright.
Yeah.
So-
So reaching her face, and like, how can you tie those things together? But it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like all this lightning, so much lightning. That's pretty awesome. Do you have a favorite out of these, or do you not want to pick a favorite?
I don't want to pick. You pick.
Okay. Oh no, I mean,
It's a hard
I won't pick the final.
Oh,
I
okay.
like that this one was worked on some more. Bruno spent more time on it after our suggestions. I think this one's like super tight. You know, very
Yeah.
like almost done. Again, using good photos.
Yeah.
You know.
I love the concept.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just being subtle with it too, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's
good
what just
point.
gives it that, like, oh, that is like
Yeah.
a really neat detail,
Yeah.
you know?
It took us a second to kind of, you know, notice some of this.
It makes you appreciate every part of the image. When you can find new things every time you look at it, so.
I think the gradation's a little strong on the face. I feel like, right? Don't you feel like this is a little?
Maybe just a little bit because he's
'Cause-
far away from the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some spillage of this blue around, but like, look at some of this stuff. Like, there's no. This isn't as blue as, say, his face.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I would just like kind of push that back, or just like give it a little bit of just a smaller highlight. Is my 2 cents. Yeah. Julian did a good job. I don't know which. Let's see which one was. Yeah, that's Julian's. Yep. Very cool. Everybody did so well. This is day 2, so it really is our last day of this challenge, by the way, of the
okay.
challenges. Today it was our first and last of, you know, creating superheroes. But we'll pick one, and they will get Creative Cloud, and yeah,
Good job, guys.
yeah, everybody did so well.
Yeah.
Julian, you did great. I gotta click on this one because I'm a Thor fan. Oh yeah.
That's
pretty cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yeah. And again, not easy to do. Very cool. Great job, everyone.
Is that Wonder Woman?
Ooh.
I didn't get to see. I don't know if these are like from the other session, but I didn't
Yeah,
get
they
to
are.
see them. So that's like
Yeah, that's Wonder
really
Woman.
cool.
That's fun, some of these sparks. I know you have some
Yeah,
of those.
it adds like that foreground kind of element that makes the photo, it creates depth in the photo, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then you have like the planes in the background. It's a really cool image.
Yeah, I like that as well. Yeah, I think we went through most of these. Well, I know we did, just not in our session. But here, how would you like to be half Hulk, half Iron Man?
Oh man, that's like the ultimate superhero.
Right? It's like,
They'd win the Infinity War like that if they were all like that, like half of each other.
right. Did you see Captain Marvel?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did.
yeah. We just saw it.
Monday. Is
Yeah,
when
it's
we
just
saw it.
like a few days ago.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I was so inspired by like, she's so cool. I like her.
She is pretty cool.
She's cool.
What else is cool is this. Since we have a couple of minutes, we can kind of switch back to your
Okay,
screen.
yeah.
Is this like you did a lot because you dropped in that poll.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So all I did was drop in this poll. It didn't have the newspaper. I added it in there. So so that was something like a extra little detail that I thought would be kind of cool. You know, some newspaper wrapped around it. And then I just have the shadows and stuff like that. It's a little big, but probably, like I said, I'll probably finish it.
Yeah, it would have to be even, like, even with her foot maybe or something. But you know, like take a reference from
so
kind of where she's standing.
yeah. So that's I guess I could start on, since we have a few minutes, I would probably start on.
Is that paper, does that have an article about how there's overcrowding on planes and how airlines are having are thinking of creative solutions for passengers?
This is like
that is what you need to do. You need to do the dust and scratches.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna add.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna try to
let's-
see if I have time to finish
You
that.
got it.
But
You got it, girl.
yeah.
And somebody mentioned that in chat. I think that's a very good call.
So probably go in with like a 5, a 0, 5, and start to just paint on it. And
Okay,
you could
so
probably just
we'll
start
highlight.
to see it down here, like where it's like more dark. So you could see like the reflection a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably add shadows to it too.
Is that in front of everything that it needs to be in front of?
No, I just put it on top of the window, but I'm gonna play with it. I'm just trying to draw it on right now.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Yeah, I just put it right here.
Yeah. Oh, so it's probably not in front of her.
Yeah,
in the
no, not
suitcase.
yet, but
okay.
I probably would. I'll do it right now.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So I put it in
Yep.
front. So
That's good.
yeah, and probably even like go in here a little bit in the middle.
Yeah. That is very cool. You got a lot done in a short amount of time, by the way.
I was determined today.
You were. I was like, you are your own boss here. Like, I was like, I don't know why you were so stressed yesterday. Like, I thought I was gonna finish. You're like, well, what? There's no who.
I'm not
who's
used
the
to
boss?
working like this, you know, so it's different. I was nervous.
I think today was fun having your family here.
Oh yeah,
Your parents, your two sisters, right?
yeah. I think I saw my daughter say hi too.
Oh, your
Yeah.
daughter did.
They're all here.
That's awesome. Very cool.
So I just did the fade really quick, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the specks
Yes.
just real quick.
Yeah, this is important. And it's probably one layer blend mode. Screen.
Yep. Yep.
It's funny. It's just so fitting for considering it's a window screen.
So, I mean, that already looks, I mean, I'm going to erase the ones in the front, but.
Oh, Margie Camargo?
Yes,
Camargo?
they're all saying hi to me.
Who is that?
That's my mom, but
Okay, that's your
it's
mom.
my niece now. They're just, sorry
is
guys,
everybody?
they're
No, I'm
just,
into it.
everyone's here.
Sorry we had to steal her away from you, family. But we get her this week. Yeah, so this is good. This is important. I think this is an important step.
Any detail that you can add that adds like realism to it, it makes all the difference. And I mean, it's not super refined, but I mean, see how easy it is to just do stuff like this. Like I said, a lot of people just get intimidated with Photoshop. I get like a lot of messages from people that are like, I just don't get it, and it's like, you just gotta try, and it's not that hard, you know. So
yeah, just give it a whirl. Like literally, like everything you're doing, you're just approaching it, you know, with different subject matter. But again, I see layer masks. I see layers that you're probably painting on.
Yeah, so I would probably go in there and erase some of these so that it's not overdone.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so I'd probably go in there with like a low brush and just kind of, you know, bring
Alexander, so yeah, asks if there's is the staging thought out before choosing the elements, or is it just kind of all like improv? Just
a lot of it is improv. I mean, originally this concept was supposed to be me and her having a tea party on the wing. Okay. And that didn't work out. And this was actually a sponsored post, and in the final image you'll see it. But it wasn't working out. We couldn't get the angle, and it wasn't working out. So I was like, let's just make like a magic bus stop kind of thing, like in the middle of Dream Street.
Yeah, into it. I like how you're. I just like how they're fun. Like.
Yeah, so a lot of this was improv. I think a lot of my work is improv and just kind of just thinking on the fly, so that you don't waste like a day or a time or that nice lighting or whatever. Just make it work, you know? Exactly. You can always fix it later. So.
You definitely made this work. This looks fantastic, and that's what Nemanja, well, especially coming from Nemanja's really, really great Photoshop compositor as well, saying this is so beautiful. So cute, inspiring to see your work. You did a wonderful job. We're kind of getting down to the last minute.
Yeah, so do you want to see the final?
Yeah.
Or I think you have it, or
well,
you want me to pull it up? Let me see.
Yeah, I mean,
it's right here, I got it.
Okay. The final, down to our last minute. And again, we can kind of see, sure enough, the final one, which is like,
so
she's reading about how some airlines are starting to let the passengers sit on the inside of the plane.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
So I added the reflection. I didn't get to finish it this time, but I added the reflection of my feet and then like the luggage.
Oh, look, you got some bark thins.
Yep, it was for bark thins, so yeah, I added it in
the
purse.
Was for them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Which is a great choice. Good for you. That's good. Those are good.
The newspaper, you know, just all the little details refined. You know, the shadow on there and the coloring and just...
Super fun.
Yeah.
Very into it. You did a fantastic job. As Thess says, this live stream was the best ever.
Yay.
It's so kind of you. Sure that Thess is not related to you in some way. You
no,
related? Don't know Thess.
No.
Okay, just making sure. Because everybody else in chat is related to you somehow.
I know, somehow.
It's a family affair. And I'm glad they came. I'm glad we have you. I'm glad we have you creating great artwork like what's behind us.
Thank you.
So thank you so much to Vanessa. Don't forget to follow her as well. And feel free to click the replays tab if you're going through withdrawals, seen as we're wrapping up. And of course, the Life of Aivax on, well, everywhere. Just do a search, but mainly on Instagram. We kick it off with, actually, Howard in the morning at 8:30 a.m. is doing Daily Creative Challenge. And then Jesus kicks off Photoshop at 9 a.m. But you're too kind to us. Vanessa, you're wonderful.
Thank
how
you.
You doing? How you feel today? Good?
A lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, you seem more comfortable. And this happens day 2. Everybody's like kind of hitting their stride. I'm amazed what you can do in 2 hours. So
Thanks.
great job, and we have you back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yay! Everybody say thanks to Vanessa. We're going to hop off. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Bye.